Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the vlog. We are 5 weeks out from my natural bodybuilding competition. We have a busy day. Today, we're traveling again, flying out to Melbourne this afternoon. I swear to God, I never traveled so much in my life until I got into prep, and now I seem to be traveling every second week, but it's just how it's worked out. We're going down, we've got the IFBB show on in Melbourne this weekend, so we're going down, gonna hang out in the community, be around the bodybuilding community, in the coaching space again. So I think it's gonna be a really good environment for me to be in this portion of my prep. So we're flying out to Melbourne today. We got a lot to do before then, so we're gonna train, do cardio, do steps, get a bunch of work done, pack my bag still, all that good stuff. So you guys are gonna come along for what's gonna be a pretty busy day today. But one thing I have started doing now as well, as you guys just saw, is first thing in the morning, because my steps at this point are one of the banes of my existence. So first thing in the morning, I've showered this morning, haven't had any caffeine, haven't touched my phone, haven't turned my computer on, haven't done any of that. But first thing each morning from now on, only a habit I started doing yesterday. So this time next week, hopefully I'm still doing it, but I come in here, turn the walking pad on, and then essentially just grab my book and I read like 20 to 30 pages of this book first thing in the morning. Atomic Habits. I know it's like the most cliche self-help David Goggins book in the world, but a lot of good and useful information in here. And waking up first thing in the morning when I'm still half asleep, as you guys can tell, and this being the first thing that I consume, as opposed to like scrolling on my phone, seeing TikTok and Instagram and all that bullshit, consuming this first thing in the morning, I find is helping to really switch my brain on. And I'm actually taking on board a lot of the information, because the first thing I'm seeing, I don't have a bunch of clutter going on in my head. I'm not thinking about work, I'm not thinking about prep, I'm not thinking about fucking TikTok and all that shit. I'm just actually taking on board what's in the book. So yeah, that's my new routine. First thing in the morning, get some steps done, get some pages done, and then not only do I get a head start on my steps, but I feel productive and I tick a box first thing in the morning as well. Enough yip yap, we got a lot to get done today. We're gonna head to the gym early, but we're gonna have our first meal now. I've changed it again, okay? I know I said I wasn't gonna change everything all the time again, but I've done it because now I've actually set myself up on a meal plan. So I've even meal prepped like all my meals for the week. All my meals are prepped and ready to go for Melbourne. So I can't actually change my meals anymore, which is good. But meal one has changed, and I'm really happy it has, because it's by far my best creation yet. So I'll show you guys that in a sec. Yeah, I essentially spoke to my coach about the whole meal plan thing and about going on a meal plan to kind of take away that decision fatigue that I was experiencing from dieting these past few weeks in prep. At this point, I'm staying on macros up until 2 weeks out. So from 2 weeks out, my coach essentially wants to control every variable possible. So I'll be on a meal plan, like sodium will be tracked, like all of that stuff will be tracked essentially to a T. But for now, he was like, dude, stay on macros, you're a coach, you know what you're doing. And yeah, so basically I did. I sat down, I wrote myself a really good plan that I'm happy with. I'm gonna be sticking on this meal plan up until he wants to make that change to put me on one himself, and then we'll go from there. I gotta caffeinate and I gotta eat, because I gotta head to the gym early, because I gotta train, because we got a flight to catch in like, soon. Let's do it. All right, so meal one about to go down the hatch. A bit different from last week's meal one. Like I said, on this new meal plan now I put myself on, this is probably the best thing I've created so far in prep. Now this is as fancy as it gets for the rest of my full day of eating. I put a bit of effort into this meal because I generally enjoy it so much, but rest of my meals are pretty fucking simple, but I enjoy having this first thing in the morning. So wake up and I really, really look forward to it. I think that's one of the most important things, whether you're in prep or following any sort of diet. Create meals that you look forward to eating, and you'll be more likely to stick to the plan. So that's exactly what I have done here. This is my overnight oats, my overnight yogurt oats. It is so good. What we have here is we have 40 grams worth of rolled oats. We have 250 grams worth of Yo Pro yogurt. We then have a scoop of Emerald Labs protein powder. We have 100 grams of frozen blueberries, 150 grams of strawberries, cinnamon, sugar-free caramel sauce, and almond butter on top. I can't believe I ever took almond butter out of my diet. I forgot how good it was, and now I have it on here every morning. I look forward to it every night before bed. And we also have a black coffee here serving as today's pre-workout sauce. Wouldn't usually, but I've got to get to the gym very early today, so black coffee is going to fuel today's workout. Well, quite a lot of fruit on here. Like I was saying last week, I've been really kind of craving fresh fruit in prep so far. And as far as the pre-workout sauce goes, fruit is basically as good as it gets. The clean, fast-acting carbohydrate, it's gonna be light on the gut, and it's gonna help to really fuel my workout. Pair that with the slow digesting oats, pair that with everything else that's in this beautiful bowl, it's gonna be a good start to the morning. Update as well, my calories and macros have been dropped again. So, where we're currently sitting at is on our training days. We are now also below 2,000 calories per day. So training day calories are now at 1,965 calories, 240 grams of protein, 150 carbs, and 45 grams of fat only. And then on my rest days, they actually haven't changed. So we're still at 1,910, 240 protein, less carbs at 125 carbs, and slightly increased fats at 50 grams per day. So they are the macros. This is meal one. This is first caffeine hit of the day. I've got to shovel this in because we got to go train. Ow. All right, so I've got 2 exercises in and decided that a black coffee was not a sufficient amount of caffeine. So I grabbed myself a C4 Energy. They don't actually sell these here at the gym, but apparently they just had a random case lying around, so they threw them in the fridge. I swear these were like banned at some point for having an ingredient list like literally the size of an encyclopedia on the back, but all that matters to me is it has no carbs in it and it's got caffeine. So I'm gonna take this and hopefully it brings me back to life a little bit. The flavor is literally just called Purple Frost. So I'm assuming it's like grape, because to me, purple just screams grape, but we'll find out. Cheers. Kinda smells like nothing. It's actually quite good, holy shit. It's actually like really good. Usually grape flavored things are like really, they have like really artificial grapey flavor, but it actually doesn't. I fuck with that. All right, let's go. It's getting harder and harder to push on those last couple of reps. Fatigue hits you fucking quick. Cardio time, boys. Right, we're back from the gym. Training done, posing done, cardio done. Time to refuel on some carbs, some protein, and some deliciousness. We have meal number 2 for the day. We have 200 grams worth of kangaroo mince. We have, how much potato? 425 grams worth of spud light potatoes. We have 3 salt and balsamic vinegar rice cakes, because for some reason the macros are better on these ones than the original ones, so I'm not complaining because they taste pretty good. And I would usually have 100 grams of shredded lettuce with this meal as well, but I have none in the house and I'm not going to go buy some because I fly to Melbourne in quite literally 3 hours, so I got to get my ass into gear. But like I said, I've made this meal plan, so to speak, basically as simple as it gets, purely from the perspective of convenience, so I can meal prep it or have it all ready to go. And because I do better eliminating that decision fatigue from my meals and not having the ability to add things in and change things up, and just keeping it plain and simple, controlling every single variable, I think has done me wonders mentally this week. I'm enjoying everything more. I've not necessarily boiling down to just because of the meals, but I definitely felt myself fall back in love with the process this week. Am I tired? Do I feel like shit? Am I low on energy? Yes, but it's all part of the process. Last week I was very down. I had a very, very rough week. This week, you know, I took some time I kind of took the weekend, or tried to slow down a little bit, reflect, get in a good headspace, set some good habits and fall back in love with the process. I can happily say we're locked the fuck in again, and I'm incredibly excited for show day. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good this week. Obviously, same thing as always, energy is low, training motivation isn't there, but I've realized it's all part of the process this week, and I'm learning to love that process as well. So things have been good. I think just setting myself better habits has really helped, even like the waking up and reading my book, Atomic Habits, getting on the treadmill straight away, on the walking pad, straight away. It's little things like that have reshaped my mental space, I think, this week. Even like I've been trying to watch less and less food videos on TikTok, and really, you know, I've been watching lots of prep series on YouTube, like James English has got a prep series right now, Ryan Terry, like trying to consume as much as I possibly can that's gonna be positive within the space, because we don't realize it, but we quite literally become what we consume. We are literally consuming content and consuming shit 24/7. So you can change up what you consume in your favor. It's gonna work better for you. And I've done a little bit of that this week, and so far so good. So I'm gonna smash this meal down because I actually fucking really enjoy it. There's also 35 grams of light sweet chili sauce on this meal as well, which is so good, man. Light sweet chili sauce is an absolute godsend in prep, because normal sweet chili sauce, shit, is pretty calorie dense, but this stuff works really well. Also, prep makes you do weird shit, and judge me all you want, but the combination of minced lettuce, sweet chili sauce and potato on a rice cake right now, it hits fucking different. To most people this would look revolting, but to me right now this is like a gooey cinnamon roll, and that's, if I just picture it being a gooey cinnamon roll, it's basically what it tastes like. I think I need help. My taste buds are cooked, bro. All right, boys and girls, we are on a motherfucking time crunch today. Uber is scheduled to pick me up from here, take me to the airport in approximately 1 hour exactly. I've still got to pack my bags, still got to pack all my shit, still got a ridiculously long to-do list to tick off work-wise. So yeah, I've got to lock in real quick, but I thought I'd just quickly show you guys how I'm essentially staying on track whilst I'm in Melbourne. So as you can see via the fridge, we have a whole bunch of meal prep containers, and that is because I have prepped all of my meals for the next 4 days in advance, and that is the number one thing. No matter what your situation is, if you're in prep, if you're in a deficit, if you're on a diet, if you're bulking and you want to stay on track, the number one thing you can do, it always is going to boil down to simply preparation. I took a few hours yesterday, I've gone to the shops, bought all the ingredients, cooked everything, so now when I get to Melbourne, all I have to do is simply put these in the fridge and have all my meals ready to go. Don't have to cook anything. Don't have to go to the shops. If anything, this is easier than what I would be doing here back when I was making my meals fresh. Obviously now I'm meal prepping anyway, but gonna make life so much easier. I don't have to get to Melbourne and run around like a madman, try and get everything before the shops close and cook everything and yada, yada, yada. Prep it all in advance, take it with me, bada bing, bada boom, we're set to go. Only thing that's not prepped is my oats, my yogurt bowl and the oats I had this morning, but that's an easy one that I can make there. I'll just go buy the ingredients and whip that up every night before bed. But the bulk of my meals are prepped in there, ready to go. So I'm gonna throw all these into my bags, get my clothes together, and yeah, probably see you guys at the airport. Boom, we are packed and ready to go. Uber is 10 minutes away. Seems a bit excessive just for 4 days, but when you're on prep, this entire suitcase is basically just filled with minimal clothing and like 90% meal prep containers. And I've got all my work stuff and my gym stuff in my backpack as well. So this is necessary to take all my food with me, but that's just how it is. Let's go to Melbourne. I forgot how good these actually are. It's not a white morning. White morning will always be king, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. I've got about 30 minutes until I start boarding my flight. Trying to figure out whether or not I eat my third meal now. I think I will. Alrighty, so I am about to chow down on meal number 3 before I board the plane at the airport. So in here prepped, we have chicken breast, cauliflower rice, and mixed veggies. Macros will be up on the screen. I am just gonna eat this cold because, I mean, I probably could get someone to heat it up for me, but I can't move off of this chair right now. So cold is gonna do the trick, but meal is prepped and ready to go, so we're staying on track. I've got a little cardboard fork, which is less than ideal, but you know what, it's kind of small, so it kind of replicates a baby spoon, so I'm not complaining. But yes, meal number 3 going down. I think it's about 170 grams of cooked chicken breast, then 250 grams cauliflower rice, and about 50 to 100 grams of mixed veggies, seasoned with, I just realized that I have my, I'd usually put soy sauce on here, light soy, but I just realized I don't have it with me. So no soy sauce today, but it is obviously seasoned as you can see. So I'm gonna chow down on this, finish work, and then get on the plane and probably see you guys in Melbourne. All right, so a few hours have passed now. We've officially touched down. We are in Melbourne, heating up my 4th meal of the day. I believe it is. Tiff's here again. Oh shit, hang on, it's really dark. Fuck. Tiff's here again.
Hi.
Hi, Tiff. Tiff, how many weeks out are you?
1 and 2 days.
Tiff's 1 week and 2 days out from her competition, which is fucking sick, by the way. So. She's killing it. She's about to eat as well. I'll turn the light off and let the gremlin do her thing in the bedroom. But we are about to scram down meal number 4. This is the dinner meal. So we got 200 grams of kangaroo mince. We have 250 grams of pumpkin, 250 grams of zucchini, and 120 grams of mushrooms on about 120 grams of shredded lettuce. So a big volume meal for little calories. This basically fills me up for the rest of the evening. And also because as much as I would have loved to, I obviously didn't take my Ninja Creamy with me here to Melbourne, so I had to substitute the calories for something, and I managed to squeeze my favorite protein bars of all time into my calorie count for the day. So tonight, after I eat this, tonight's sweet treat, I'm looking forward to quite a lot. A lovely select, but fuck. Oh God. This is what it's like all the time. We have a lovely selection of my favorite brand protein bars. These Grenade Oreo bars are absolutely incredible. There's the normal chocolate one, there's a white chocolate one, and they also have a salted caramel flavor as well, which I've been meaning to try and haven't obviously tried being in prep yet. So I'm gonna try that at some point. But we've got one for each night we are here in Melbourne. Tiff said I have to have the white chocolate one first tonight. So we'll eat that after this. Should I microwave it?
Yeah.
Is that the strat?
Yeah.
I've seen people do it on like TikTok and stuff. They microwave their protein bars and it comes out all gooey and delicious.
You need to microwave it.
I do?
Yeah.
All right. We'll eat this and I'll see you guys when I'm microwaving a protein bar. Oh, all right. So we've skipped ahead a couple of days. I'm actually sitting here. I'm back in Adelaide now and just realized I forgot to film an outro for the video whilst I was in Melbourne. So I am back in Adelaide now. I am editing this vlog as we speak. It's coming up a bit late and I do apologize. Schedule got a little bit hectic there towards the end of the week, but editing the vlog now. So thank you guys so much for watching once again. This was the 5-week out video. As of today is now Tuesday, so I am getting close to stage, that's for sure. So thank you guys for watching once again. By the way, those protein bars you guys just saw, absolutely delicious. However, it was about the only thing I changed in my diet in Melbourne, and since being in Melbourne, your boy has been not going on the toilet. So kind of having our first issues so far in prep when it comes to things like that. Yeah, I feel really horrible. So fingers crossed that I can get through that quite literally soon. But thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next week. Peace.